So there's an article I ran into the other day. Would you put books backwards? This decor trend has people seriously divided. Apparently 87% of readers said doing it this way was an abomination. Well, today I am embracing that abomination and turning around every single unread book on my shelves. So before you freak out and ask me, Holly, why are you doing this? Why are you going to turn around every single book on your shelves? Wait a second. I said unread, so that's not all of them. Well, most of them. I'm not doing this because I think it's a really cool decor style, which if you do, by all means, freaking do it. I'm doing this for one because I think it would be really cool to see my unread to read ratio like physically in front of me, and two, I think it would just be so motivating to see all of these unread books and to pick a certain book because I want to turn it around. It would kind of be like a coloring book, just filling in those spaces. Will I keep it this way after I do it? We'll see how I feel about it afterwards. So I have 4 floor-to-ceiling shelves to go through, and I'm going to start with the YA side of my shelves. Also, if you are here to judge me and judge anyone else over the amount of unread books that they have, no. Go away. I'm fearless today, people. So let's do this. So this portion of the video is going to be a voiceover because I don't really enjoy sped up music montages. I like to hear the person talking, so this shelf, luckily, I only have to turn around one book. Can you guess what it is? Can ya? Okay, it's King of Scars. I know, I can't believe I haven't read this freaking book yet, but I will get to it. There's another book that I can't believe I haven't gotten to yet, but you'll see it in a couple minutes. So now things get a lot more embarrassing. I don't like to think of it as embarrassing, but I'll be turning around most books from here on out. So this shelf is my subscription book box shelf. Every book here is signed and came from a book box like Beacon Book Box, Fake Crate, Owl Crate, and some other minor ones. And this collection extends down to the shelf below. I'm really bad at not reading books that come in book boxes, probably because nowadays I don't pick up a lot of YA, and that's what most boxes do. But all of these I am very interested in reading, and I want to dedicate my time one day to reading these. Maybe I can do a month of reading only books from monthly boxes. That'd be great. That'd actually be a really good reading vlog. Video idea. So we're on to the third shelf now, and this is where my adult fantasy has started to bleed in, which, let's be honest, I don't mind. But we also have some more signed books. This shelf is the opposite of the first shelf because I've only read one book here, and that's The Cruel Prince, and I have yet to go onto The Wicked King. Judge me, people, judge me. Oh, actually, you're probably judging me more over the unread Brandon Sanderson books. Yeah, I haven't read a book by him yet, but I will read Mistborn this year, I promise. And I know a lot of you are going to ask what the heck that black book is, and it's the special edition Night Angel Trilogy by Brent Weeks, which I haven't read those books yet, so that one's being turned around too. This shelf here I've read quite a few of, actually, don't worry. I've read the Hunger Games, I'm not that out of the loop. The Shatter Me series, I've been questioning whether or not to unhaul those lately, which sounds crazy because I did really enjoy them when I read them a few years ago, but I haven't continued on with the new books, and I honestly don't see myself doing that because I'd have to reread these, I think, and I don't want to, so that's a bit of a sign that I just don't care. Ugh, I don't know, I'm conflicted. Alright, we are moving over to a new tall shelf on the left, and it's mostly adult fantasy / sci-fi until we get to the very bottom. Oh my god, I should mention that I'm filming this video in advance, and I have posted pictures on Instagram where the books in the background are turned around, and some of you have caught it, and oh my god, I was just giggling because it wasn't many of you, maybe like 3 or 4, but I just sent you guys a winky face because, I mean, you found my little Easter egg, and well, here's the video finally. Good job on you guys for having that keen eye. But the shelf you see here is, I would say, my least organized shelf, and I do want to fix that actually. I want to reorganize my shelves very soon because there's a couple I'm just not happy with. Mostly this one. The books all the way to the right need official homes because I just threw them up there to get them out of the way. I'm trying not to have stacks of books everywhere. That's a serious problem of mine. That's one of my biggest pet peeves for myself, is just seeing stacks of books. I want them to be on my shelves in an organized place. There is an unhaul video coming soon. It might be my next video actually because I'm well overdue for one. I did one in January and it's now the middle of April, so I need to get on that. So this shelf I've read about half of, and the ones I have read are some of my all-time favorites here. The signed hardcovers of Kings of the Wild and Bloody Rose are my pride and joy. The Wolf and the Whale, so good. And you guys know about the Books of Apple series, another one of my all-time favorite series, and the rest are unread, unfortunately. Going down, this shelf has a series I'm currently working on, and that's the Broken Empire Trilogy by Mark Lawrence, and I might as well include the Red Queen's War Trilogy as well because I'll more than likely go on to those next. And then of course we have Half a King by Joe Abercrombie. You guys already know how I feel about that series, and of course it's read because it's like my all-time favorite book and it changed my life, so read it if you haven't. So we are at the halfway point now. This is the top shelf on the third tall shelf that I own, and it's hard to film these because this shelf is wedged behind my bed, so I apologize for the bad angle. But this is another shelf that I'm so disappointed by the amount of unread books that are on it, and it's a major theme throughout this entire third shelf in general. And oddly enough, it's my favorite shelf. I'm the most excited about the books you'll see here for the next few minutes as I move my way down. They are just so my brand, if that makes sense. Like, they all sound so good, and I'm really focusing on these books lately, and I can't wait to get to all of them. So here's the start of my Orbit addiction. I own a lot of books by Orbit. Nowadays I am very grateful and lucky enough to get sent most of their new releases, but before that I bought a lot of them myself, and as you can tell I have run out of space, so another reason to reorganize my shelves. I need another short paperback Orbit bookshelf, and I am just so excited to get to all of these. And trust me, it's been very hard to not just buy the whole series to a lot of these books. As you can tell, most of these books are first in a series, and I don't have the rest of the series, and I'm very proud of myself that I've restrained from buying the rest of the books. Are you proud of me? Because you should be. So here is my tall paperback adult fantasy shelf that I just love the look of, and it's killing me that I'm hiding the spines because, I mean, look at that 7 Blades in Black spine by Sam Sykes. It's so pretty, and I'm turning it around and, blasphemy. I'm definitely going to have to turn back these books because, I mean, how am I going to film my bookshelf tour over the summer like this? I can't. That'd be just such a nuisance. So I'm definitely leaning more toward this being a one-time thing, or actually I could do this every year and see if it gets any better, see if I turn around less books. That'd be interesting actually. Tell me if that's something you would like to see every year if you're still watching my videos for that long. Alright, moving to the final tall shelf that is actually on the opposite side of this room. So this is my YA/middle grade shelf, and I don't have to turn around too many books here, thankfully. I still haven't read Kingdom of Ash, and I don't know when I will. I'm not really that excited at the moment to pick it up, so it's still just sitting here, and I'm just now realizing City of Brass needs to go on the adult side. Whoops. So going down a shelf, we have my mostly Percy Jackson books, which I've read all of, at least the main series and the Heroes of Olympus series. I still need to go on to Trials of Apollo, but I'm very proud to say that I have finished the Magnus Chase trilogy, so I need to keep going on with his books because I am on a roll. So going down yet again, we have my mostly Harry Potter shelf, and I have some tall Percy Jackson books here too, which are freaking heavy as fork. Like, they are, like, they feel like they're 100 pounds. They are so difficult to even hold and like move around, and I can't even imagine reading them. So lately I've been contemplating on actually unhauling them because I just don't see myself reading these freaking heavy books. That's different with the illustrated Harry Potter books though. Now, I have read Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but I haven't read the illustrated edition specifically, which is why I decided to turn it around, because I do have it as a separate book on my Goodreads. Finally, we are at the last shelf, and yes, I do still have some Cassandra Clare books, kind of. If you're wondering why I'm mentioning that, go watch the video called We Broke Up, and you'll know why. I'm pretty sure Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows will be out the door soon when I reorganize my books, because there's no reason for me to have them anymore. I have zero interest in the Shadowhunter realm, so that's a thing. So that just happened. I don't know how to feel right now. I kind of like it actually. It really brightens up my room, and a lot of fantasy books have black spines or just dark colored spines, and I just like the brightness in here. Like I said before, I have no idea if I'm going to keep it this way. I guess you'll see in my next video if it is. Yeah, so that's my bookshelves now. So that is it for today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for allowing me to make content on this channel every single week, and you guys will watch it, and I adore your reactions to what I create, and I just love you guys so much. So give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, because I upload videos every single week. Follow me on Instagram at HollyHeartsBooks and on Twitter at HollyNiece. And until we meet again, happy reading.